I have an Alpaka 12-liter backpack that I reviewed about 2 years ago, and I still use and love it to this day, and also a 20-liter Bellroy Transit that I bought about 4 years ago when I need to carry a little bit more, like grocery runs. I've been wanting something in between. Enter the Alpaka AERO 16-liter. So this bag would be just enough for me to carry my laptop, all of the different gadgets and gears that I do need to carry to work on the go, video editing, notebooks, and then have room to like maybe throw in a shirt or a lunch or have space for a last minute grocery run. On top of it, I'm also 5'3", slim athletic build, so finding a backpack that fits me well, that can carry enough, is kind of always been a challenge for me. A lot of the 20-liter backpacks, including the Bellroy Transit backpack, it just looks kind of big on me. So an in-between, like a 16-liter, lets me carry a little bit more than just the very core basics without feeling like I look like a little kid like on the way to school with an oversized bag. I've been itching to review a backpack, curious to see what was out there. So I started looking, ended up finding myself on the Alpaka website again. I just find that they do have good products. So I did reach out to Alpaka so that I could review this backpack. They sent it to me for testing. No money was exchanged for this review. Whenever I do work with a brand, I'm always very clear about I will review things the way that I review things, and I'll always have my 100% personal experience, whether positive or negative. If you're new here, I'm Jess. Welcome to Gadgets Gear Coffee. I do in-depth and real-world reviews of well-designed gear that just makes life every day better. So like tech, cycling, coffee, and the gear that connects them, like this. Click the subscribe, hype, and like this video if you want to discover some really cool product. Let's go through the bag and see if this backpack is a good fit for you or not. I would position this bag as like a daily commuter backpack, good for students, professionals, somebody that wants something a little bit cheaper, lightweight, not a lot of organization, wants something simple that has just enough technical fabric to be a good EDC backpack that can withstand commute and city life. This bag is really well priced. It is their second cheapest backpack after the Alpaka Metro. Comes in at under 100 USD with my discount code. It comes up to like 92 USD, about 126 Canadian. The MSRP is, at the time of review, 109 USD, 149 Canadian. I do have affiliate links in the description. It will apply a 15% discount at checkout, so you get to save a little bit of money. I get a little bit of a kickback at no extra cost to you. Easy way to support the channel, so I can continue making free content like this and buying gear, buying film equipment. This is a 16-liter backpack. It gives you a general idea of the bag, as these volumes seem to not be that consistent across different brands and how they calculate it. It's about 17 inches tall, 11 inches wide, and about 6 inches deep. It's offered in two colors, the black green. Minimal, very little branding. Definitely sleeker on the black because the green will still have the black zippers and black little details. When it's fully loaded, it can hold up on its own pretty well, but it really depends. You need something heavy towards the bottom of the pack that will keep it upright. And some people really like when their backpack can just stand on their own. I care less because I can easily lean this against a wall. This makes sense because it is quite a lightweight bag. It is a 700-gram backpack, about 1.5 pounds. And that's thanks to the materials. The outside of the bag is a 210 denier AxoFlux ripstop nylon. In their AxoFlux lineup, that is one of the less heavyweight materials, but it also makes the backpack a lot lighter in weight. For reference, when it's a higher denier, it's gonna be a thicker material, it's gonna be more resistant, but it's also gonna be heavier. This is not like an outdoor backpack where you're gonna be rubbing along rocks and stuff. It's not designed for that. The 210 is plenty sufficient. I've had this bag for about 2 months using it. No signs of any wear or tear. 2 months is not a lot in the grand scheme of things when you have the bag for many years, but if there's anything to update, positive or negative, I will add a section in the description to provide any updates or new insights that I have regarding the bag. It has that weatherproof coating as well on it, and AxoFlux is Alpaka's proprietary material that they manufacture in-house and have designed in-house, so they have more control over it as well. Made out of 100% recycled material and also is PFAS free, which is a synthetic chemical chemical that they often use in water repellent products, a forever chemical, which means that it'll be in your body and environment forever. That's a bonus for me. But you also still get that water repellency. Will this material absorb water? A little bit, yes. So if you're stuck in a downpour trying to find cover, manage to protect your stuff in the inside. It's not flimsy or crinkly. It holds its shape quite well. And it does have that ripstop material. If you do end up snagging this somewhere, that snag is gonna be contained. It's woven in a certain way to prevent rips from getting worse. It doesn't feel that thin by any means, especially because you're gonna have a minimum of 2 layers in most places because you're gonna have the interior fabric as well, which is a 150D contrasting light gray so you can easily find your stuff inside, and that is also gonna be ripstop and polyester. Speaking of waterproof, there are a total of 4 exterior zippers, and the 3 exterior zippers that are exposed to the elements are full AquaGuard number 8 zippers. Those are substantial enough zippers. I find that even though they're AquaGuard, very easy to open and close, on my bag anyway. In my experience, if it was stiff at the beginning, it will soften up anyway with time and use. You may or may not have noticed that none of the zippers have an additional flap to cover the zipper. It's not really necessary because you do have AquaGuard zippers on there for the waterproofing. This could look a little bit more technical so you care about the design of the bag. All of the zippers also have paracord. Simple, easy to grab, long enough zipper pulls, and also it makes the bag very quiet. No jingle jangle like having metal zipper pulls. The rest of the backpack zippers are a YKK standard number 5. A fun little tidbit I noticed with these zippers is that the front zipper, because it is horizontal, it actually lends itself really well to attaching cute little accessories on your backpack. You also have this really big handle. It's very easy to just pick up and grab and doesn't get in the way when wearing the pack when the bag is on because the shoulder straps move the handle out of the way. The shoulder straps have this nice metal hardware strap holder to hold down your strap. So when you tighten it, you can keep it nice and tidy and clean. This doesn't have a really strong pressure point though, so it does tend to move around a little bit. I find the design really smartly integrated that you have luggage pass through left and right of it is additional padding, foam in here, and this creates a little channel for your spine. It's a little bit of a space for some air channeling and flow. It's not in the way at all. Shoulder pads are nice and padded as well. I carried this backpack for several hours. I had 12.5 pounds on my back. It felt really comfortable all day. Nothing felt like it was digging into my body. Some people mentioned that like, oh, it felt like the strap could have been a little bit thicker. It's gonna depend on what you're packing in here. Of course, everyone has different needs and different uses. I found this is plenty enough. The shoulder width of this is on a more narrow side. It can definitely accommodate different people's sizes and frames because the top of the shoulder strap is designed with flexibility in order to accommodate both narrow frame people and wider people. On top of that, the shoulder strap sits about an inch below the top of the bag. When straps are shortened, the bag rides higher on your back. And this really helps with people that are shorter or with shorter torsos, making it a solid universal fit for a wide range of body types. All of them have these extra little loop Hypalon rubber to attach things to, like their hub system. They have various attachments for this. They also have a hub system that you can use at home. The clip is quite bulky. When it's black on black, I find you don't really see it that much. You can put your Metro or your Subway card in here. Easily pops on and off, but it also doesn't disconnect easily. Let you see. But then somehow, when you just pull on this little Hypalon tab, it boop, pops right off. So you can just beep into the Metro. If you have a card where in your office, you could beep in with that, your ID, your badge. Great accessory. You can also stick something on the back. So maybe you have your work ID badge here, and then you have your Subway or Metro card back here. This one is their Pouch Pro. I have random stuff. Oh my, this is where this notebook is. I was looking for this little notebook for another review. They have other hub accessories for your earbuds, hand sanitizers even. They have these web loops on the side. You could throw this or any other carabiner that you have onto these web loopings to hang stuff. See? You can just have that dangling around like that. But that might be annoying because it's hitting your butt when you're walking. This is to help you when you're closing your bag. I mean, you could also just hold the bag and zip it, but it's kind of nice to have this reinforced web loop for this. And then if you need to attach other accessories, that's an option. In terms of the compartments and organization, it is very simple and very minimal. The backpack is mainly the main compartment, and then all of the other pockets share volume with the main compartment, which means that if you're gonna overstuff your main compartment, it's gonna be a little bit harder to fit things into the other pockets. So the front pocket, quite a large pocket, and it goes to about halfway of the pack. Inside also has this mags lock system, mod tether key, seatbelt-like type of material, nice and robust. You can attach your key rings onto here, although I find it a struggle to do that. So I just have instead these little mini carabiner, S-biner. I believe they come in a pack of 2. I'll link it in the description. I have it on my key. It allows me to take keys on and off as I need. So it makes it quite modular. And then I also just stick the keys with the little carabiner clip onto the mod tether. Then I can easily access my keys like this. I've never had this detach on its own randomly. It's also inside of my bag, so if it does, it's not a problem. Main compartment has these 2 zippers, paracord. The zippers don't go all the way to the bottom, but they do go quite low that it gives easy access to the pack. A zipped compartment for any loose items that you need. I have some feminine hygiene products. I usually would put like Kleenex, maybe an extra pair of contact lenses, floss. Towards the back, stretchy meshy pocket, strong and resistance. Put a switch in here. It allows you to easily see what's inside. I typically will use this for like putting my MacBook charger, mouse, hard drive. Towards the back, there's also this fleece-lined laptop sleeve. This fits up to a 16-inch MacBook. Some pretty decent padding from the sleeve to the inside of the pack. It's only fleece lined on one side. The negative though is that this is not a false bottom, which means that the bottom of the pack, I can feel it right here with my fingers. If you're somebody that's very rough with your stuff and you drop your bag down, or when you put your laptop in here, you drop it down, that is something to consider. Either you have to be a little bit more careful with your pack, or that this actually could be a deal breaker. I much prefer when it's suspended, but I am keeping in mind that this is a more budget-friendly bag, and so there's going to be some cost-cutting measures. You can also always just find some sort of rubber tubing of some sort of felt materials that they often have in like crafts and stuff, and be able to put that on the bottom. There's plenty of space to be able to fit that in there in this laptop sleeve. I've also adapted when I got this bag, a little bit more mindful when I'm putting my laptop in and when I'm putting the bag down. Integrated water bottle compartment inside. What I do like about this is it's almost like a mini bag in itself, the water bottle holder, because it has a bottom. It's not just a sleeve that is cylindrical. You can fit a really big water bottle in here as well. This is a 500 milliliter Lark water bottle. No problem fitting that. Then this is the 1 liter water bottle, and that fits very easily in there. A wider Nalgene, depending on how wide it is, could fit in here. And if you don't need to use it, you can just tuck it away, takes up no space. Or if you're not even using it for a water bottle, you could always put an umbrella here. You could use it to organize and store other things in here. A little pocket, because it does have the bottom. It's such a simple design, but it makes it very easy to be able to get your water bottle in and out of your bag, even when you have other things packed in the bag. In other bag reviews, I have mentioned I have a preference for external water bottle holders on the backpack. But after reviewing all these bags, trying them in different use cases, I've actually changed my tune a little bit. So the negative is that yes, it does eat up space in the interior of your pack. So that is something to consider when you're considering the size of the bag. But I've also had those external water bottle pockets. And the thing is that when I'm tying my shoe and I'm bending over, or like jumping around, the water bottle ends up falling out, getting scratched, rolling around everywhere. And I've just gotten used to and adapted to different water bottle holders, whether they're integrated into the pack or they're on the outside. Another thing about the interior water bottle is when the zippers open on the side, like it does on the AERO, they're able to bring the zippers down lower because there's no water bottle holder on the outside, preventing the zipper from going down. Comment down below your preference for water bottle holders in the inside of the pack, on the outside of the pack, or you just don't care. Another AquaGuard zipper at the top for a fully fleece-lined little pocket that they say is for your sunglasses. If you're not using it for your sunglasses, you can always put your earbuds in here. You could fit a small phone. I have a Samsung S22. It's pretty much the limit of it. If you have like a Pro or a Pro Max or whatever, any of those bigger phones, is not gonna fit in there. This is that little fleece lined sunglass pocket. You also have a hidden zipper pocket on the back. This also shares the volume with what's inside. So I have put a phone back here to see how that would feel. I actually didn't feel it at all. This is a pretty deep pocket. It goes all the way down here, essentially where the padding is, which is why you don't really feel whatever's in here. It's definitely a sizable pocket. This is where you would put your phone, your passport, cash. But I still wouldn't put anything too thick in here because whatever is gonna go in here is gonna push into the main compartment. And if you have a laptop, it'll push a little bit on your laptop, which is not necessarily a big deal because it probably will still fit and everything and you probably won't even notice a difference, but it's still something that is more geared towards some safety essentials that are thin. Let's show you a packing example, what I would pack out for a full day out, either working, same would be applied as a student. Start with the main compartment, as that is the most important volume. 14-inch MacBook M2 Max back here. If you have a bigger laptop, consider that you may have to tuck it underneath the little sunglass case. When I'm out and about, I have my cute little Gravastar power block with multiple USBs so that I can keep my bigger one at home. It's also just so cute. This is an ergonomic mouse. A lot of the things that I am showing here, I have discount codes for in reviews. I'll link in the description. Gonna be a little bit bulky, but I'll also put it here. If you look at the side of the pack, it's a little bit more narrow towards the bottom of the pack. You are loading more stuff on the top of the bag and less at the bottom. It's just enough organization for these small little loose items. Things are less likely to get lost at the bottom of the pack. In here, I'll have feminine hygiene products, perhaps floss, lip balm. In this case, I have my Toolbox controller that I use for video editing. Naturally, the space here is starting to get a little bit narrow. Nice big lunchbox towards the bottom of the pack. A huge 1-liter water bottle. Notebooks, various books can go in there. 75% layout keyboard. Let's switch the order on this one like that. Start zipping it up. Still a bit of room at the top. I'm gonna wanna put maybe a hoodie, pencil case. Now it's quite packed up. At the top, we could put sunglasses. I could even include the entire case on here. I'll just put the sunglasses alone. On this little hidden back pocket, passport. Now the front compartment, small little knickknacks like gum, packable tote, maybe a small notebook. Starting to get a little bit tight in here. Keys, using that tether, closing that up. Little earbuds, could throw it up here. This is probably something I would put in my pocket. This little pocket. On the shoulder straps, my hub clip. A nice, fully loaded pack. I've used this for even some quick grocery runs. I can just throw everything into the pack. I'm hoping that this review helps you. Please like, subscribe, give this video a hype. If you have this bag, I'd love to hear from you. Also very helpful for other people that are considering buying this bag. It might provide some new insights for me as well. If you are looking for a smaller backpack, you could check out the review for the Metro 12-liter backpack. Love this size, love this format, especially when you are a smaller human. You check that review right here. Just a quick note is that I have noticed that the material on the bags have changed since I've done my review. Everything else is the same. If not, the YouTube algorithm is saying that this video might be of interest to you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh boy.